Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Dr. Salwa binti Abdul Fattah. Today, our group will present about the performance management system and employee development at Syahirah Industri Jam Berhad. We conduct an interview with Encik Syahirah bin Harun. Before we continue with our presentation, let me introduce our group member. I am Norshahirah binti Abdullah, and my other fellow member is Hidzatul Saadiah binti Muhammad Seh, Norshahirah binti Ahmad Abu Shah, and Nurin Ainin Sofiya binti Alizan.
Hello Doctor, my name is Syahirah binti Abdullah and I will present about organization background. Syahirah Industri Jam Berhad that operate in the heavy and civil engineering construction industry was established in 4 May 1996. Right now, they have few franchises based in Johor Bahru that focusing in hotel management and tourism business. Okay, I will pass the presentation to other members.
Next, the data collection that has been implemented is a qualitative method. For instance, this method is on interview questions that are indeed a type of conventional inquiry in which respondents were asked questionnaires to gain information. Besides, qualitative method of data collection has all of the tools needed to elicit remembrance, which aids to problem solving. The technique used to retrieve data in qualitative research is considered to be unique. Qualitative method is well suited for generating genuine and descriptive information because it relies on the researcher collecting primary data, such as words and images, as well as acting as an instrument himself. In most cases, qualitative interviews are arranged to meet the researcher's goals. Therefore, only one respondent has been involved in the interview session, which is Encik Hisham bin Harun. Moreover, there are a bunch of questions that we prepared for him during the interview session. Besides, the interview sessions only require one respondent and the interview session is just between the four of us and Encik Shah. We have interviewed him to achieve our goal, which is to know things related to his performance management, practices and many more.
Hi everybody, my name is Hidzatul binti Muhammad Seh and my part will explain briefly about job description. Well, job description is to provide job applicants with an outline of the main duties and responsibilities of the role. And job description is to ensure that the cost engineer could manage the estimated life cycle and to request quotation from authorities to meet a client's need. As our cost engineer, Encik Hisham himself, will coordinate, directs and lead estimating process to ensure optimum costing and coordination of projects and programs for manufacturing requirements. And as site supervisor, Encik Hisham need to ensure all the employees are working according to the designs prepared. As we all know, employees need to be monitored to ensure their needs are covered in order for them to execute their work. The job description briefly explain about how cost engineers are responsible to define the estimation cost of a project, including job scope of others, time period and phases estimated in the project, in order for them to assist in giving expected quotations that are reasonable and suitable for client needs as well as JKRs or other relevant authorities. As cost engineers, job scope is very crucial in early construction phase, specifically in proposal or tender. Encik Hisham explains that his job is in initial phase of construction. Meanwhile, as site supervisor, he also is bound to responsible as he should consider his employees that work under high risk. His main role as supervisor is to ensure that his employees' well-being that include their safety in workplace, such as personal protective equipment, PPE, briefing of safety and regulation, and relevant working hours, including break time outside the working environment. As cost engineer, he is qualified to involve through the construction process first-hand experience. These are some of his responsibilities due to he is one of the main persons that are involved in designing and planning the construction. Hence, he is needed in the site as well as to monitor the progress to be reported to his upper management, so that he could make a decision either to approve or disapprove certain issues that his employees face throughout the construction, since he is qualified for the task. Thank you.
In this page, as we can see, this is the job description that we received from Encik Shahisham that apply to all employees in the organization.
Throughout the interview season, we have gained generous amount of information served by Encik Syahirah bin Harun. So Encik Syahirah has been working in Saadiah Sdn Bhd as a contractor with the grade of G7. One of the most important elements that we have gained from him is regarding his organization management style, which determine the degree of organization success. Encik Shah has indicates that Saadiah implements a coaching management style. This coaching management style basically highlight the guidance, assisting or support as well as collaboration between the top management and the employees. This coaching styles is used because the organization concerned on the professional and personal growth of their employees. Saadiah see this management style as a big opportunity to enhance their employees' performance, since the employees practice to work together by guidance as well as the collaboration between the top management as well as among their colleagues. Even though the organization implements a coaching style, the top management, especially the director of the organization, tend to show the mentor role towards the employee gradually. Encik Shah also shared about his job pattern and how he managed to meet the criteria as well as his performance on achieving the organization's goal. His job and responsibility basically is to monitor the general worker to perform their construction job. He also responsible for the preparation of the job material on the project, approval from the authority, plan the work sequence, control the cash flow and any related with payment, claim, variation order and contract. He even admit he gained a lot of information than what he expected to gain since he started his journey in Saadiah. Encik Shah also shared his experience on performing his job, as he claimed that he has developed a lot of knowledge, skills and ability in this job. His job position requires him to be more confident when facing various background of client, manage problematic employees and other experience in the organization. The other abilities are to be able to communicate fluently with appropriate styles and language, and to always seek for new knowledge, especially related to technical and theoretical knowledge. Moreover, Encik Shah contemplates that in order to set a proper expectation regarding the performance management, he has to observe more and produce a constructive action. For example, if he has been assigned with related tasks, he will observe the task as much as he could in order to ensure that he apply the right knowledge on particular tasks, and he will produce a constructive action to complete the task perfectly. Therefore, at the same time, he will not only put right amount of effort on that particular task, but he will maintain his job performance in a good manner, since he already implements the constructive action toward the task. Also, understanding the process of the job is very important. This is because it will affect the employee's performance management. Encik Shah highlight that it is important for this industry to prepare proper planning and management, since there are thousands of employees in Saadiah which need to be controlled. Encik Shah also exposed the way the organization manage the employees that have poor performance at the workplace. In actual fact, the organization will critically observe the performance of each employee. If any issue have been found, the management or superior will take action and solve the problem, and in special cases, the organization will provide some reward in monetary and non-monetary form to motivate these employees. Management also will observe and investigate the issue occurred in Saadiah, especially when it's related to an employee's performance and self-discipline. Disciplinary action will be taken for those employees that commit major mistakes.
Next, the organization has put a benchmark on evaluating employees' performance at the workplace. The main element that will be considered is the employees' performance, which each of the employees has the standard of KPI that needs to be achieved. If the employees manage to achieve the KPI, hence they will be considered to have a very good performance at the workplace. In contrast, if they did not meet the standard of KPI, thus they will be considered to have a very bad performance management, and the organization will take action to find the root cause of the issues that occurred, whether it came from the environment factor or so on. Other than that, Encik Shah has to fill in the evaluation form once for every month. The content of the evaluation form consists of the performance of employees completing the given task, how long does the period taken to complete the given task, the technology as well as tools used to assist in completing the task, and the solution produced to overcome a problem. Overall, the components of the evaluation form are relevant, effective, and easy to be understood by the employee. The measurement approach is according to every job performance in the organization, as it is applicable to measure every job position in the organization constructively. Also, Encik Shah's job descriptions will be updated regularly as often as once a month. Encik Shah stated that he not only performs every task in this job description, but he tends to do more than what has been stated in his job description. He believes that the more he gives, then the more he gets. Besides, regarding the implementation of measuring the employee's performance, the organization will always observe, investigate the issue, and lastly, produce an appropriate solution regarding the related problem. Lastly, it's about the performance management practices in the organization. So firstly, the organization will identify their goals and clearly set each rule before proceeding to do any particular job. Next, the organization will produce a KPI based upon the development of goals, and they will only proceed to another step if they have critically monitored the KPI. The next step is to apply the coaching management approach, and the organization will always take and ensure that every employee complies with the organization's SOP, as well as practicing a healthy work culture. Moreover, there is a actionable feedback from management to solve any issues related to performance management of the employees in the organization.
For the practical recommendation, based on the interview that we conduct with Encik Syahirah from Syahirah Sdn Bhd, there are a lot of information that we receive, and we identify that the organization performance evaluation can be improved. So here, we would like to recommend 2 features that can help in organization performance evaluation system. The first recommendation is organization can invent and use peer evaluation system. Peer evaluation system provide a better overview related to the employee regarding their works, their attitude, their behavior, because peer work together with the employee in the organization. Peer usually understand more about their college because they have to work together and tend to recognize their work, their attitude, their behavior, and also their performance. This peer review gives a lot of beneficial for the organization because they will give a lot of information regarding the employee and how they evaluate their friends or colleagues regarding their works or competency that they can contribute for the organization. This peer review gives beneficial for the organization because this is how the organization can see the peer evaluate the other employee and see how they contribute for the organization. This peer review will highlighting all their good side of the employee, which is their contribution, their good attitude, their behavior, and all their works that they done, and they will highlighting all the unnecessary things that they need to improve so they can contribute for the good performance for the organization. This kind of review can establish a good and a better communication among the employee in the organization. Other than that, we would like to recommend to the organization to create and update the performance evaluation form in one software or platform that can easily to be accessed. When the organization provides the software for the employee, it can be accessed at any time and anywhere, regardless of using any tools such as tablets, phones, laptop, and many more. The organization have to ensure that the platform that they will use will give a lot of beneficial for the employee. By providing this kind of software for the organization, it will help the organization and employee to complete all their tasks and responsibility smoothly and efficiently in the workplace. I think these two ways can help the Syahirah industry Berhad to improve all their performance evaluation system.
Last but not least, this is our reference for this group project. That's all from us. Thank you.